On this edition of Gerry Wood Garage, Brad unboxes a brand new set of 18-inch military-style Rhino wheels and goes over what you need to know before you put tires on your Jeep. Gerry Wood Garage with Brad Wood.
All right, Brad Wood again with Gerry Wood Jeep. Now we're down to the wheels and tires. And there's no question, when it comes to a Jeep Wrangler, it's always a personal thing. Everyone has their taste, everyone has the look they're looking for. I've selected two products for the wheels and for the tires based on some simple ideas and thinking about how I'm going to use the Jeep. I'm going to talk to you about what those were and help you decide what you'd like for your Jeep. Don't forget, we have access to all the brands of wheels and tires. The two I've selected right here are just my selections based on needs. Let's talk about the wheels. We've discovered black Rhino wheels recently. They're giving us that military look. They're a high quality wheel. We have lots of access to them. Sometimes it can be hard to get, but our connections are very solid. And what this wheel is doing for us is getting into a new look that Wrangler's kind of getting into, especially I think with the advent of the Gladiator, is that military look. The vehicle behind me, you can see it's got that solid military gray with the black tire, with the lift kit. It looks very military. This is a new thing that's happening, and we're seeing that in the market. I personally like it. We're doing a bit of a different wheel with this two-door Jeep we got, and I want to show it to you right now. It's important when you get a wheel that you test fit it without mounting the tire first. Once you've put the wheel on the tire, that's it, it's your wheel. So if for some reason you don't like it or it doesn't fit underneath your Jeep, you're gonna find yourself owning two sets of wheels, the one you wanted and the one you end up with. Of course, every wheel that's shipped to us is shipped very carefully, nice and wrapped, so when they show up, they're in great shape. And here it is. Got some fluff around the edges, as you can see. Again, following that military look. It's got some venting in it, but just a nice black matte look. The bolts will go in right there, and I think that with a nice tire will look pretty stellar on that gray behind us on that two-door Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. All right, so with this wheel, again, 18-inch diameter, but a 9-inch width. What I want to do is get the tire behind me is a 37. I want to be able to get that elevation in the tire. So unless you go to that 9, if you stick with an 8, you're not going to be able to get the width that looks good on the elevation. Let's talk about the tires. When it comes to tires for the Jeep, I think there's three things that you got to consider. And these are things you got to consider pretty carefully. The first thing is how you're going to use the Jeep. Are you mostly an on-road person with the look of a Jeep? You want that kind of off-road look, but frankly, you're not hitting the trails? Or are you absolutely a trail guy or gal and you just use the road to get to the trails? Or you're somewhere in the middle? For me, I'm more of an 80-20, so I'm gonna look for a tire that's built for my needs, which is safe on the road, lots of braking, lots of handling, great ride, but when I go off-road, it's gonna give me the performance I need for my kind of riding. Lighter trails, little rocks here and there, I'm not climbing mountains. And I know the second part is the look. People want that really hardcore look. Everything's a compromise. What I encourage people to do is when they're selecting the tire, take a look at the tread block. The tread block's going to tell you how that tire is going to act. The bigger the gap, it's going to have a little more off-road ability, but it's going to be noisier, it's going to wear faster, it's going to be a rougher ride. This particular tire I've selected, we do it on a lot of them, it's the NITTO Terra Grappler G2. It's a new tire. They've done some neat elements here on the sidewall to give it the off-road look. They do have off-road capability, but I've driven a lot of Jeeps on the road. I've driven the two-door, which is the shorter wheelbase, can get a little funky. I've driven the four-door, and I've recently had a Gladiator. This tire does everything I want it to do, rides well, is quiet, and will do the trail performance that I need quite capably. All right, so now's the time. We're gonna get all this stuff, we're gonna pack it together, we're gonna get it on our Jeep Wrangler, and we're gonna get this thing looking sweet. We're gonna get some videos out shortly of us actually installing these parts on the vehicle so you can see how it works. And then the fun part, we're gonna get off-road and show you how it actually acts and drives and rides on the road. Thanks for joining me. Have a good day.
Next on Gerry Wood Garage, Brad unboxes the Warn winch that they use on their Jeep build kits. This is a top-of-the-line winch, and you're gonna see it out of the box. Gerry Wood Garage with Brad Wood. Subscribe on YouTube, and for more information, check us out at jerrywoodauto.com.